So I always try to tell you guys, you have to invest in yourself. What's up, guys? My name is Dr. Safo Asante. I'm an urgent care doctor in the US. And what I do is I help people, doctors specifically, become more successful. And that starts with being able to become a doctor in the US by getting into residency. If you need help, get into residency. If you need help with interview practice, make sure you send me an email. Make sure you send me a message on Instagram or put a comment down below. Currently, I am in Florida. I came down for a business conference. I paid a lot of money for it. Is it going to help me? Is it not going to help me? I feel it is going to help me based on the information that I've been getting from the presenter of the conference. I listened to a lot of his stuff and I feel like it kind of resonates and it rings true. Investing in yourself, man. Investing in yourself is a big thing. And I started doing that when I was young. And this, the very first time I did it, I think I was in college. I was in college. I mean, going to college and so on, you invest in yourself. But it's not like you're actively investing in yourself, going out of your way to pay extra, because it's kind of just expected that you do it. So the very first time that I actually started to invest in myself, that was, I think it was in college or right after I graduated from college. I knew that I wanted to do business. So I went to the library and I asked a stranger over there, can you recommend some books for me? And that changed my life. He pointed out a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. And ever since then, I've been down the rabbit hole of improving myself financially, mentally, and personally. I spent money for that book. And I got one specific concept from that. And that concept was knowing the difference between liabilities and assets. And that concept made buying the entire book worth it. Reading the entire book worth it. And that's been my approach to life. If I can do one thing that changes the trajectory of my life, of my thinking, it's absolutely worth it. Because my thinking and the way I approach life makes me become who I am, but makes the successes that I eventually achieve possible. The second time that I invested in myself, well, I bought a bunch of books. It wasn't just Rich Dad Poor Dad. I bought a book on stocks. I couldn't get into real estate when I just graduated from college because I didn't have any money. I mean, I tried really hard. I bought this book on stocks. And that book on stocks, which is called Beating the Street, was written by a guy called Peter Lynch. I learned how to analyze stocks the way that he looked at stocks. Obviously, I'm not a Peter Lynch. I'm not even close. But at least from the way he taught in the books, I was able to analyze stocks. By doing that, I was able to come up with my method of investing in stocks. The first $3,000 that I put into stocks, I was able to make $1,000 out of that. And later on, when I put more money into it, I was able to double, triple the amount of money that I went into it. Now, the method is not foolproof. There's no method in stocks that's foolproof. However, at least that book didn't teach me everything that I knew, but that book pointed me in the right direction. So now I invest in stocks. I've read other books on real estate, and each of those times that I read those books, I paid for them, and they were absolutely worth it. That brings me to now. I am at this conference. It's a business conference on how to grow your business, on how to make your business successful. I love what I do. I love teaching you guys to become the kind of person that residencies want, so that you can get into residency, so that you can follow your dream to become a doctor in the US. For those of you that went to school outside of the US, I wanted to make sure that I can grow it so that I can keep doing the things that I like to do and I can impact a lot more people, because so far my time is limited. I can only help so many people, and anytime they match, I'm excited, but I want to help a lot more people. So I came to this conference. I paid a lot of money for it, and friends that say, oh, this guy's probably a scam, blah, blah, blah. But I've done my research on the guy, Grant Cardone specifically, and I like the guy. I like the guy. I like what he says. The things that he says make sense. They seem contrary to what most people say. However, to me, it makes a lot of sense. And it makes a lot of sense, not just because I listened to the guy, but because I've already implemented some of those things and they worked. So I'm following it based on experience. A lot of people just want things that happen just like that. but that's not how life works. But anyway, so I came to this business conference so that I can expand my business so I can help a lot more people. Stick around. We got a lot more stuff coming up, a lot different content. I might be doing some interviews of residents, interviews of attendants, and so on, so that you guys can increase your chances of getting in, so that you guys know what you need to do in order to get into residency. I'm doing all this for you guys, well, and for me, because I love to learn. Invest in yourself. Sometimes it takes paying $20, sometimes it takes more than that. Do what's within your means, but don't just pay people money for them. Pay people money for you. And listen, guys, your potential is enormous. Don't be limited by things that you don't know and you are not aware of. My background is basically my suitcase, the bed. I'm in a hotel room. I'm about to leave. I'm checking out right now. I should have made some more content. I didn't think about it. But I'm about to leave. I'm going to the conference. It was a 3-day conference. I'm going to the 3rd day of the conference today. I'm looking forward to the stuff that I'm going to learn. I hope you guys learned something. If you didn't, hey, it is what it is. But if you take one thing away from this video, I hope it's you learned the importance of investing in yourself. And I will keep saying this over and over in this video. Invest in yourself. Dr. Safo Asante out.